don't. I know it's missing something. Hey. Come back to that in a second. I think I'm going to stay right here and execute quite a bit of my shoulder movement. Some chalk. Ah. And I'm going to go back to my old training method. 3-day on, 1 day off split. I was like, man, that's sure. Woo. Just thinking about doing a little drop set. Yeah, about to drop set, a superset. Hey, what's up? Some front raise, some side lateral rollers. Time is the essence for today's training session. We're gonna make it happen. Yeah. No, today's not push-up session. We're training shoulders. We're doing push-up on our first chest session coming. Today's what? Thursday. So Friday. Tomorrow's supposed to be arms, then rest. Saturday, Sunday's supposed to be first leg session. No, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday's supposed to be our first leg session, and then chest. So Monday is chest day, which I'll probably do some push-up. Yeah, but we'll start with push-up and then we'll finish with push-up. In the end, it's going to be a 1-1 because we're actually pre-exhausting the muscle. Sticking to the basic as well. So side delts, front delts, 1% movement. Go on and mess around with some dumbbells. Same side delts and front delts, but I'm gonna go extremely light. Pre-exhaust. The time and attention. It's more than enough weight. Oh, shush. I just remember I got word delts to do as well. Hey. So we're gonna superset. We're gonna do face pull and superset with some upright row. Yeah, that's the plan. What? Kiss it to me. 'Cause I can, going to chat for a minute. So I actually got 4 people tuning in. We're going to take the time out. And just part yourself. Well, I actually got 5% tuning in. So you're going to take the time out, pause for a minute, get some oxygen in and out, and pat yourself on the shoulder. We did try in 2025. We did our best. Could we do more? Maybe. But we did try. And guess what? We ain't going to stop. We're still going. Taking them baby steps, the Kaizen technique. But we did try though, so let's give yourself a little tap. Enjoy the moment, and then let's move on. See what 2026 have in store for us. We ain't worried about it though. Just know our best to do a little each day, accept what is, and then move on. What? Maybe it's gonna unfold today, maybe it's gonna unfold tomorrow, maybe it's gonna unfold next week, a few months down the line, maybe end of year, maybe next year. But we ain't stopping. That's not the option. So suck it up, buttercup, and let's just keep on going, taking our own little time. Up. I guess you can do one more set with this and then move on to something else. Or maybe 2 more set. I know a lot of people gonna be to your zone. I'm not really bashing our ear. We're just here chit chatting and freestyling. Well, yeah, and the amount of people who have just give take the time out to be grateful. We're grateful for what you have, where you're at in this present moment, and where you want to be. Be grateful. A lot of people, you're probably going to stumble upon some people who's talking about how 2026 is going to be a lit. And let me burst your bubble. If you didn't have that momentum, or start from 2025, don't expect everything is just going to go smooth sailing. I mean, maybe, or maybe not. But you have to start from somewhere, like I said, have that momentum and just keep on progressing, keep on elevating, keep on, add a little, add a little, you start creeping. After a few months, you start walking. After walk, you start running. So without you kickstart from the momentum from last year, if you're thinking about starting this year, start from within. You have to shift your level of thinking. You have to draw a little, have a little board or whatever. Also have to have a true purpose of the main reason of whatever goal or life changes you want to accomplish. I could be right, I could be wrong. I'm just chit chatting so I can actually take a little break from this thing. But let's go. We have 17 minutes in. So one more set, then face pull and upper row. Like I said, today is just shoulders and shoulders only. And coming next week, my split. If I remember, I did jot down something there, but it's gonna be like this. Next session, first leg session, gonna be quad focus. So kickstart with MC to leg extension, so on and so forth. Leg press, maybe 1-2 squatting movement. I'll finish up with some walking lunges. Or maybe not. Then after which we're gonna complete the entire chest session work. Main focus is probably gonna be our upper pectoral, get a few flies and finish up with some push-up for that overall chest development. No more. And maybe one shoulder movement, which pretty much gonna be side lateral raise. And then our next day, pretty much gonna be back. So we can work our lower or we can focus on our upper, whatever, something gotta get, but we're gonna turn back on that day. And triceps, no more, not less. That done. Then we're gonna take a break. Enjoy our day off. Active recovery. Do some cardio at home. Eat some ice cream. Maybe some muffin or whatever. We're enjoying the phase. We're enjoying life. We're not gonna stick to no regime or whatever. We're just enjoying the process, and then we'll go back to the script the next day, which pretty much gonna be arm string exercise and 2 to 3 back movement, and then flip the script the next day, which is gonna be our lower pectoral muscle, which is lower chest, lower titty. Get some form of dips and shoulders, and then next day pretty much gonna be arms. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then that's it. Not more, not less. And then we take a little break again, and then we start all over. Repeat, doing the same thing over and over, because that's what the discipline and repetition. The beauty about accomplishing whatever you want to accomplish, or moving from one phrase to another. I have a little phrase that I've been working on for quite some time now. I say it from time to time in my video, like every day, every single day, it gets a little easier. But staying consistent and have a true purpose of the main reason why you're doing it from in the first place, and doing the same thing over and over. That's repetition. Repetition. You're doing the same thing over and over. That's actually the hard part. And that's where a lot of people tend to fail, because they have this mindset like, oh, it's going to be all glimmer and glitter. A lot of people tend to say the grass. Somebody said the grass not always greener on the other side. I mean, you water your own grass. So you dictate your pace. It can be greener on the other side, trust me. You just got to believe and have a true purpose of the main reason why you want to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. So every day it gets a little easier. We're doing the same thing over and over. That's actually the other part. And also have a true purpose of the main reason why you want to accomplish it or you want to do it. That's the hard part. And that's where a lot of people tend to fail. Damn. Oh, oh. Woo. Mm. One more set. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe not. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. You know, I have to take a little sip here and there. Kind of moving stingy with the water, but that's the only water I got. I swear, thing. And I'll leave the water on the countertop because I did take out a few bottles, so I thought I'm gonna pour it in my gym bag. But oh, just because of talking before going to work, I focus on what I'm doing. I forgot to pick up my waters. So most of the time when I'm going working, I like to just put my phone in my pocket. I just forgot about it. Hey, history's come a long way now. Like, what if people invented like these particular movements and they just give it name? We're gonna put something in the air, and then while doing this boring, meaningless movement, oh, we're gonna call it front raise. What do you think, Bob? And Bob probably gonna be there scratching his head, and I was like, all right, sport, front raise it is. And then you just stamp it and put it in history, just like making a street. And then you're gonna stumble upon someone like, oh, you're doing it wrong, or this and that, and there's no such. How do you know if you're doing it right or correct? There is no such thing. You have to take the time out and figure what works and what doesn't work. And that's the beauty why you go to the gym. You know, to mess around with some free weights, to mess around with machine. A lot of people tend to their body work a lot more. They get a lot more results by going with long range of motion. Some people work best to go short range of motion. Until pre-exhausting the muscle, I don't think there's such thing as right or wrong. I mean, probably you're not going to get that tremendous physique if you're not pre-exhausting and engaging. We're still going to see a little something, something. Probably going to take you more than a minute. We're still going to see a little something, something in the end. Could be right, it could be wrong again, like I said. And the only way you're going to find out is based on repetition or staying consistent. Pay close attention to the mirror. Give yourself 6 months to a year. And then stick to the script. Do all of the slight changes here and there. Track what you're eating. And then after wait a few months, it was just like, all right, I look in the thing. I think I can, switch up this. I think I can remove this. I think I can add this. For me, I know steak goes well. I eat steak when I'm bulking and cutting. A lot of people tend to remove red meat, so red meat have too much this, I have too much that, and blah blah blah. Way too much. So, face pull for that wear delts and some upright row. For them traps. Pam pam pam. Let me see if I have a good angle. I was right here and I was pulling at this. I think it's pretty solid. Upright row. Oh yeah. Put this thing up somewhere. I think we'll be right here. Walk with me. Hey, I don't think. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Pause. Because there's something going on. And I know my mind ain't playing tricks on me. Here we go. Oh, check them a little round. You see that little roundness in front delts? Not bad at all. Hmm. Okay. So what's going on for the meridians? Back leg spread. Put it on the scale. I'll take it. Now back to work. That's all, folks. I think this thing was right here. Hey, I remember the first time when I actually stepped into the gym. With little unknown knowledge, don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Just stumble upon some Ronnie Coleman video. And the next day, I just went to the gym. Oh, start doing all type of madness. So I think I'm gonna gain some form of strength or build muscle overnight. The next day, I went on parade. I was a young soldier. I was a young. Every job that I do, I'm always the youngest one in my unit, and youngest one in almost any job I do. Almost every job I do. The next morning, next morning I went on parade. Man, my sleeve was so tight, and then there I was like, man, I know I eat. Why am I feeling funny? Why am I feeling this type of way? I almost faint. And the messed up thing why I tried to accumulate some knowledge along the way because when I just started, you're asking people, this person is telling her this person is telling her that. And you just scratching your head. I was like, I don't think that's right. But he's in the gym, he have a little physique, and he was like, yeah, he's on point and crap like that. Until I started doing a little personal training, then I went and get certified. And I was like, let's grab a little knowledge along the way if I'm gonna do this thing. So knowledge is power. This is a small muscle group, so I don't think I need to be stressing myself to try to lift 1,000 pounds on this thing. Just more than enough weight where I can engage. Yep. And pre-exhaust. Hey, relax. Hey. Woo. What? Oh, listen to me. So I couldn't find my way. I think we can increase. We're going to increase. I guess we don't really want to lose form. We want to engage that muscle. Or maybe I'm trying to find some form of excuse because this weight feel a little heavy today. I guess you'll never know. That's for 2 sets. So 1 filler set, 2 working sets. Hey, what's up? What's up, Sugar Plum Plum? Mom, why are you doing up so late? It's way past your bedtime and you see the time? Why are you doing up so late? You might think I'm talking about, hey, go to your bed. Appreciate it, Mom. Happy New Year to you as well. All the best for 2026 and beyond. May the Lord Almighty and the abundance flow and pure all his energy. And I hope you manifest what you want. But it ain't gonna drop out of the sky, don't let me tell you that. So you better work. You better put in that work. You're getting old, but you better put in that work. And whatever you're working for and you're praying for, it's going to unfold. Mwah. Woo. Yeah, you're welcome. So 1 filler set, 2 working set. We have 1 more set to go. Woo! Oh. Woo. Ah, yeah. Woo. Man, oh man. One more set to go. So that the first set I don't normal call the first second set. I normal classify those as feeler set, you know, way to exhausting the muscle a bit. And then the weight that I start struggling, I classify that as one working set. So if you see me on the machine for a minute or two, just understand that we're doing some feeler set. We're getting that feeler set in until we hit that sweet spot. But when we're struggling, then we know that like, all right, that's where it's gonna be. I think everyone should experience some form of hardship and suffering. One, they would work extremely hard for what they want. Two, they would cherish whatever they have. I know the sentimental value of what they have. And three, just remember stage one and you'll be all right. So, time check. All right, so far we're actually 39 minutes in. And we executed 4 shoulder movements so far. I mean, we can call it a shoulder press, but that's another option. We're hitting each body part, maybe twice, some maybe one. I don't know. We're just working. The gym is empty today, so we have to take advantage of it. Oh. Mm. Ay. Mm. Sting, sting, sting. Some shoulder press. There's 11 minutes already. Ooh. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Look at this thing. Yeah. Ah, oh, hit the beat now. Ay. Must be the motion. Yeah, baby, I must feel emotion. I always try to leverage my shoulder. I always got a few extra reps then. I contemplating if I should use my elbow sleeve. I want to test the water through the set. And then we'll see how it goes for the next. Baby shoulders is fully warm. Let's stack some more weight on. Yep, let's stack some more weight on. Let's get some oxygen in the body. I know it's so. Ah. All these people is helping to conserve the spine. In New York, you actually get 5 cents for this container. It's pretty solid. Little gas money on the side. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. I have no intention to take off this thing. Take off but the weight. After I struggled so far and walking so far to grab these. So this is actually going to be my first working set. Mm. Mm. Oh. Yep. Nice. And just like that, one amazing set was created. One more to go. And then we're going to finish up with some seated side lateral raise for them side delts, some front raise, everything we're going to be setting for them front deltoid, and finish up with some rear delts. And then we're going to call it. We're going to call it. I guess you can get some traps. Some dumbbell traps movement. Let's see it goes. It's almost midnight. You gotta tell them well, you're not too rough, rough, rough. You're gonna turn off the light. Tell them well, you're so tough, tough, tough. You're gonna turn off the light. I think about it. Yeah, I mean. And after midnight. Chum, 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 chum. Oh. It is willing, but the mind. And your mind can definitely play tricks on you. I think I got at least 4 more extra reps. Yep. Those was three quarter effort, but I'll take it. It's going on in this book. 2 filler sets to working sets. Well, let's rewrite back this weight. There you see her floating in a blue lagoon. She don't have a lot to say. She don't know what to say or do before she kissed the girl. La la, sha la 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 la, my oh my. Oh, the boy so shy before she kissed the girl. We can guess much cartoon that movie play. That song plays then. Walk with me. All right, we're gonna we're going to execute our remainder movements right here and this little bit of bench. Let's see if this thing. I guess we can finish our movement right here. I don't know which cartoon was that. There you see her floating in a blue lagoon. She don't have a lot to say, but I know something about her. She don't know what to say or do before she kissed the girl. La la, sha la 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 la, my oh my. Oh, the boy so shy before she kissed the girl. You know, when you're seated, movement is going to be a bit more tricky and also a bit more intense. There's not much momentum. You can drive from when you're actually standing, you can actually drive from the foot and, racking and get a few extra reps in. But when you're sitting, Lord have mercy on your soul. So that's one feel set. I'm contemplating if I should decrease the weight, if I should stay right here. Because remember, your mind doesn't know how much weight you're lifting until you start doing the calculation. And one work, you got powerlifting, you got the bodybuilder, so you got to know which spectrum you're going to pour all that energy in. And for you to grow or see in the form of result, you have to focus and pre-exhausting whatever body part, whatever muscle you're training. So, I mean, if you can lift heavy, then why not? Don't limit yourself. But if you can't, stay in your own little lane and your own little bubble line. Appreciate the 5 and 6 and your little pink weights. And as months turn into year, try your best to increase just a little bit. You're in no rush, you're in no competition with no one. So just slow your roll, tiger, and take your own little time. If you think there's a mistake, you try your best to learn from it. Don't turn a blind eye. Time check. 56 minutes in. It's taking forever. I thought I would just look through all these movements like it's nothing, but I have something coming. Davis, you need to go to your bed. It's way past the bedtime. You're my thing for emoji. Fast and slow and slow and steady. That's what doing. Can you say, can you preach? Only one more to go. Yep. Nothing more, nothing less. Only one more to go. Your limousine gets stuck in traffic. Man, this front race have me feeling some type of way. I mean, you don't really have to stress yourself when you come onto train in your front left all because all pressing movement actually going to activate it or it's going to get some form of training. So whatnot. One more shoulder press and maybe two superset with them dumbbell shrugs. And then whoosh, we're out of here. Tomorrow, cardio. I'm not quite sure which part of the port I'll be working tomorrow. So we'll have to play it by ear. I guess we'll find out. I guess we shall see. Out the way. Can guess gone out the way. Oh, oh, oh. All I really want from you. And it's another lovely day. And it's another. Shush. Time out. All we gotta do is so. Whew. Oh. That's a wrap. With little or no thinking, that's a wrap. More than enough way to get the job done. I still got what 6 lawyer person tuning in. It's a blessing. I remember the days when I'm just here chit chatting by myself. Greatness. Relax. You're moving way too fast. Relax. So, guys, appreciate everyone that is tuning in. But that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I think we get our money's worth. Yeah. Didn't train no chest, but the pump is on point. Probably it's gonna be my little selfie. Guys, love. Boy, you talk too much. That's it though. I'm gonna turn this thing side way and then make a little thumbnail shot.